Hello folks, welcome back to the shop. I'm just doing a quick update video on the lathe project, which is sort of stalled out right now because I had another project fall in my lap, and it's it's spring, so lots of stuff's going on. But here's the things that you might want to know. It's up on its legs. Everything's sorted in boxes. Some things are bolted down, other things are not. Seems to be in good shape so far, though, with what I've managed to piece together. Still need to take the apron apart, and that's sort of why I'm stalled out. The other project that landed in my lap, well, it was supposed to be a quicker turnaround, but you know how these things go, and it's taken up my benchtop space, and I really want to give this the attention that it deserves. Now, the original statement that I made about this is I thought it was the South Bend like 9-inch junior lathe or something like it, or a copy, or I thought it was a South Bend, and that's what I put in the description. Turns out that it is not. It is a Champion Forge and Blower Company lathe that was built in the late 20s, 30s ish, and it's like a 10-inch lathe, and they're pretty rare, so it was understandable that I made the confusion, or I made the mistake, had the confusion, also due to my relative inexperience with these sort of things. So people on the South Bend lathe group, yeah, there's a Yahoo group, they were super helpful. They responded right away, and they knew. They said, oh, this is not a South Bend, and they put me in touch with a guy who's actually restored one of these sort of champion lathes from that era, and he did a beautiful job, and his pictures were very helpful because I need to build a new motor mount, and his pictures included the motor mount. There's a lathe website online out of the UK run by a guy called Tony, I think, and I need to email him about this, but his page on these was really helpful as well, and I'll put that in the description below. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, as you can tell, with this whole deal. I still need to do various and sundry work. I haven't decided on the paint yet. I don't really like doing the whole paint thing, but I probably need to. And I need to figure out what the original color of this is. The gentleman who restored, the one that I've seen all the pictures of and will be on the website that I link, he did it in Japan, or Japanning style, so it's a black sort of lacquer coating, but this, depending on when it was made, it might have had Battleship Gray as the original paint. Because during World War II, the War Department, as far as I know, or have been told, the War Department made some rules about, or some standards of manufacturing processes and how much finish work and what color machines could be that they would want to buy or whatever, just so they could conserve materials during World War II. So as we look down, we see an old lathe that's been used, and I don't know if I've said this yet, but I'm not necessarily planning on doing a full restoration of this. I don't really have the expertise or the budget to be able to do that, and I think trying to do a full restoration would maybe cause more problems than it solved. So maybe in the years to come, if I really like this lathe, I'm going to have it for a long time, or somebody else comes along who is wanting to have a small lathe that's really good, they can pay and have the ways reground and flaked, and they can have the other type of work done. I'm not doing a restoration. Restoration is a very complex process that needs a lot of expertise that I don't have. So what I'm doing here is just sort of repair and breathing some life back into it, getting it back in service. Hopefully it'll be a lathe that I can use as I go through machine school and for projects at home and things like that. So that's how it is. And if I can ask you a favor as a viewer, after you've already done me the favor of watching the video, if I can ask you the favor of giving me some advice about the kind of things that you'd be interested in seeing, or how to do stuff, or tips for how I can make better videos. Already a gentleman has suggested that I work on my light, and that seems to be really helpful. I did get a new camera, but you know, hey, I don't really know what I'm doing, as you can probably tell. So I'm depending on you to help me out, and we can have a nice process of going through this together. All right, thanks for watching.